Winning has always been in his DNA.
Loyalty got royalty inside my DNA. Cocaine quarter piece got war and peace inside my.
It's so easy to be great nowadays because everyone else is so weak. I used to be a twig. I used to be insecure of my body. I was always big for my age, but I never had the muscle mass I wanted. I was always considered strong and tall, but that was just because everyone else I was surrounded with was tiny. I never found that urge to get bigger because I didn't need to until that paradigm shifted, until I was not the biggest out of everyone, until I was the weakest out of the group of people I was surrounded with. And that's when I realized I need to get stronger. And if you're watching this video, you probably had the same problem I did with gaining muscle mass. This is how I went from this to this in under 6 months, naturally. This video will be split up into 3 sections: training, diet, and recovery. Section 1, training. When it comes to your training program, so many influencers, so many creators overcomplicate it, and it's fairly simple. It comes down to training hard, being consistent, and progressively overloading. My training program consists of 3 workout days following the push-pull-leg split. It all comes down to pushing hard, again, progressively overloading consistently, and in order to gain the most amount of muscle, you need to push the hardest. And my workout routine is optimal for muscle gain. The exercises I do are backed up by science to gain you the most muscle. But if you aren't pushing hard, you won't gain your desired muscle mass. So my workout split into 3 different days: push, which consists of chest, shoulders, triceps, your pushing muscles; pull, which are the muscles you pull with, your back, your biceps; and legs, every single one of your leg muscles. Started off my push day, very simple: bench press, 3 sets, 4 to 8 reps, aiming to fail in that 4 to 8 rep range. Same thing goes for every single one of these exercises, aiming to fail through the 4 to 8 rep range or the 6 to 12 rep range. Next is cable flies. I like to do these seated, actually, to get a better stretch, just like this. I'll set up on a Smith machine, grab the cables to get that optimal stretch in the pec. Pec flies also work well. I just enjoy doing these more. Next, we have incline laterals. An incline lateral raise, again, optimizes the stretch to maximize your muscle gains, where you set up at an angle and you swing your arm down and up in a motion to really put as much tension on your delt and to get the maximum amount of stretch. Next, shoulder press. Again, 3 sets, 8, aiming to fail around the 6 to 12 rep range. Next, we have tricep extensions. For these, I like to do 3 sets. Again, aiming to fail at the 6 to 8 rep range. After I do my overhead tricep extension, I do cable tricep kickbacks to really maximize that contraction. Onto my pull day, lat pull downs. Again, 3 sets to failure, 6 to 12 reps, aiming to fail in that area. Next, I do a chest supported row. If you have a machine chest supported row, I find that allows me to hit the muscle and feel that I have that mind muscle connection better than just free weight chest supported row. But if you don't have one, it works. It gets the job done. After that, I do a lat pull around. Instead of pulling this way, you turn on your side and you pull this way to feel that optimal amount of stretch, and it's great for your lats. So it's great to build muscle. This works, the straight on pull around, but in order to optimize that maximum muscle gain that you're looking for, try it from the side. You'll feel a bigger stretch, which could lead to more gains if you are training correctly. Next, we have a cable row, straightforward, 3 sets, aiming to fail 6 to 12 rep range. After my cable row, we do reverse cable fly to nail those rear delts. Rear delts are neglected. I neglected them. I continue to neglect them, and I need to get on this. Reverse cable flies. will hammer out your rear delts. After this, we have cable curls, standing cable curls. You see in the video, in the demonstration, I'm never really resting. There's always tension on the bicep, which is perfect. After my cable curl, I finish with the preacher curl. Same story, 3 sets, 6 to 12 reps, aiming to fail in that area. My leg day is different than what is commonly perceived as a leg day. I do plyometrics, which focuses on explosiveness and athleticism. But if you are aiming strictly for hypertrophy goals, your only goals are to gain muscle, gain mass in your legs, then I got you. Don't worry. The basic exercises will get the job done if you are pushing. Squats. This one's different. 3 sets, 6 reps. Know your limit. Don't kill your back, but still push hard. After squats, leg extension, 3 sets, aiming to fail 6 to 12 rep range. After your leg extensions, seated curls for your hamstrings. Studies found that the seated curl is better than the lying down hamstring curl, just because the stretch is greater in the seated curl. And when the stretch is greater, it leads to more muscle gain. Next is a deadlift. It could be a Romanian deadlift, a deadlift with a hex bar. Just deadlifts are a great way to kill your quads and your glutes. Lastly, I like to finish with the hardest exercise, which is the Bulgarian split squat. This is killer. If you don't fully extend your knee, if you don't lock your knee, you stay in that squat, it's the hardest thing you'll ever do. This is my push-pull leg split, matched with 1 recovery day. If you need more, take it. Listen to your body. Don't feel like you're trapped or you're in chains by this routine. Listen to your body. Do what's best for you. I'm usually sore 3 to 4 days after a workout, which means I went hard enough. Next category is diet. In order to gain muscle, you must eat like crazy. Right now, I need you to calculate your caloric maintenance. Your caloric maintenance is what your body needs to maintain your weight. For example, my caloric maintenance is roughly around 3,500 calories. That's what I need to eat each day to maintain my weight. If you're wanting to gain muscle, you obviously need to eat more. So calculate your maintenance and then surplus that caloric maintenance by roughly around 500 calories each day. Calculate how much more you need to be eating and aim to hit that intake each and every day. Obviously, you've got to eat a lot to gain the muscle. If you just go to the gym but you're not eating right, you're not going to gain the muscle. All of these categories and all of these routines work together and go hand in hand in order to gain the muscle. So if you're training right but are eating right, you're not going to see the gains. If you're not training right but eating right, same concept. You should be aiming to eat roughly your body weight in grams of protein. I'm 190 pounds. I aim to eat 190 grams of protein each day. Good sources of protein are meats, nuts, legumes, milk. If you're serious about gaining the muscle, you're going to have to eat when you don't want to. There's going to be meals that are force-fed, and that's okay because you remember your goals, you remember what you're going to eat. If you have trouble gaining muscle, it's probably because you're not eating enough. Stop babying yourself and just eat the food. I recommend what they call a lean bulk. Dirty bulking is not healthy. It damages your heart and it just builds up an excess amount of fat that you're going to have trouble burning off later. So eat clean, healthy foods, but in larger portions. Eat your chickens, your vegetables, your rice, but just eat them more consistently. If you get tired of a certain meat, switch it up. Fish is great for you as well. Grass-fed red meat. In order to gain the muscle, you must eat in a surplus. Stick to a clean diet while in that surplus. Aim for your body weight in grams of protein each day. Last category is recovery. You can train as much as you want and eat as good as possible, but if you're not resting, you're not going to see the gains. See, gaining muscle does not happen in training. Gaining muscle does not happen when you're eating. It happens when you're resting. Growth comes when you're not doing anything. So get the recommended 8 to 10 hours of sleep each night. Allow your body to rebuild and replenish those muscle fibers that you just worked so hard on tearing and breaking up. Allow them to grow back even stronger. With my training routine, you should be sore roughly around 3 to 4 days after each workout. And if you're not sore 3 to 4 days after the workout, you probably didn't go hard enough. You should be training till failure. It should be miserable each set. But that's the beauty in it. You work hard, you see more results. You can't expect to give 20% and expect 100% results. You can't go part-time and expect full-time results. It's important to give your muscles the care that they need. After a tough workout, a tough leg workout, for example, take the time to stretch out your muscles. Take the time to massage, roll out. Give your muscles the resources they need, come back as strong as possible, and to work as good as they can for you. So stretch, massage, do yoga, anything that allows your muscles to get to 100% as quick as possible after a workout. You follow these 3 categories and stay consistent, you will see the muscle. Just like I did, you will start putting on the muscle soon as well. And if you're just getting into the gym, this is the peak time for you to gain the most amount of muscle. It's called newbie gains, where you gain an insane amount of muscle rapidly because you're new to this. You're stretching your muscles more than you ever have before, and the muscle comes quicker when you're just starting. Keep fighting. I believe in you, bro. Stay strong and stay hydrated.